Hello, everybody. It is Kendra K. Woods. Um, just want to give you all a moment to get on and hear what I have to say today. So, let me just start up with this. First of all, my goal was to come to you live from the beach because I love the beach and love being here. And I hope you can hear me. It says my connection is weak, so I hope that you can hear me okay. If you can hear me okay, if you'll just let me know that I'm coming through, that would be great. So anyway, so I planned on coming to you live from the beach today, from one of my favorite places. I love to go out there and just think and listen to the water and just really take in one of God's beautiful creations. But as we are in Florida, it started raining as soon as I got out here. So anyway, wanted to come to you today and talk about, first, share some awesome and exciting news with you, but then also too to talk about what you are thinking about. And as you know, I'm Kendra K. Woods, your empowerment speaker and clarity coach, and I'm also known as the Mind Boss. And the reason I have that name is because I do like to focus on your mind and what you're thinking about and how you're nurturing it and elevating your mind and making your mental health stronger. We focus on our physical health a lot. You hear a lot of talk about that, but you don't hear a whole lot of talk about how to strengthen your mental muscles. So I am the Mind Boss. And so as the Mind Boss, I'm bringing to you today uh, a topic that I want to talk about in regards to thinking about what you're thinking about. And I think a lot of times every day we are just kind of on autopilot and we go about our day and we, um, go through our routine. We go to work, we come home, we take care of the kids. Maybe we go out to dinner or something during the week, and then on the weekend we relax. And we aren't really intentional about a lot of what we do, and we're just on autopilot. And honestly, I mean, that's the way your brain likes it. Your mind is very logical and is a creature of habit. So once you start creating these habits and it works for you, then it becomes habitual and your mind wants to go through that same exact process and routine because it knows what to expect. You know what to expect. There are no uncertainties. But it's when we start kind of breaking that mold a little bit and doing things outside of the box, or maybe we change up our routine, that's when the mind kind of goes a little crazy and it's like, wait, what are you doing? So I want to talk about thinking about what you're thinking about. And what I mean by that is really thinking about and paying attention to what you're feeding your mind. What are you feeding your mind on a daily basis? And this goes into what you're watching on TV. This goes into what you are watching on your Facebook feed, what you're reading, what kind of music you're putting into your ears, and really taking note of that. And so at the end of this, I'm going to challenge you to really pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you are um, involved in each and every day in regards to what you take in. You have to guard your gateways. And your gateways are your mind, your eyes, your ears, your environment, and you have to guard that because no one else is going to do it. So I really hope that you all can hear me okay. It says my connection is weak. So, all right. So anyway, what are you feeding your mind? TV, social media, music. What does that look like for you? Are you spending your weekend doing a binge on your favorite TV show that's about killing people and betraying people, or maybe it's about adultery or cheating, whatever it may be. I mean, you take your pick. There's a show, a TV show, a series, or something out there that does all the above. And when we sit and that's what we feed ourselves each and every day, then you begin bringing that into your life. And what I mean by that, you begin bringing in the negativity into your life. And nobody wants negativity in their life. You know, you hear us all the time, especially as women, say that we want to have a more positive life. We want to have a more fulfilling life, and we want to have this beautiful, you know, life that we dream about. But to get that, you've got to start feeding yourself positive images and positive messages and positive music, because the one thing I know for sure is that negativity breeds negativity. Okay? And when you're constantly feeding your mind negative images on the TV, or you're constantly listening to, you know, negative music, or, you know, scrolling through your Facebook feed and taking in some of the junk that's out there, it really blocks your creativity and keeps you in that box. And my goal, you know, as a clarity coach and as a speaker, is to help you get outside that box so that you can elevate your mind to a higher level to start bringing in what it is that you're looking for. So just want you to pay attention to that, and want you to begin to make some changes in that area. You know, how much TV are you watching? How long are you spending on Facebook? And really start taking inventory of that. Now, I want to be clear and say that I'm not telling you shouldn't watch TV or you shouldn't be on Facebook or social media. But what I am saying is you have to be intentional about how much time you spend on that. Okay? And your time is valuable. And I know you've said that at some point in your life, you know, my time is valuable. So if that is what we're saying to ourselves, that our time is valuable, then what type of value are we putting into that time? Okay, so really begin to look at that, and maybe you, instead of watching 3-4 hours of TV a day, maybe you say, you know, I'm gonna take an hour of that and just edify myself and nurture my mind with, you know, a good book, or with a good podcast. It's inspiring. Or maybe I read the Bible for a little while and just get quiet. You know, maybe that's what you do. But something that nurtures your mind. I think that we talk a lot about eating good foods and making sure that we exercise and that we keep our body moving. But I feel like sometimes we forget about the mental side of that. You know, get your mind moving as well. Exercise your mind as well. Put something in your mind that challenges it and causes you to think a little bit different. So that's what I want to share with you today. And I also want to make clear, you know, I get some questions about, okay, well, you know, what is a mind boss? And I think that, I mean, we could all come up with our ideas of what a mind boss is, but I want to share some of the characteristics of a mind boss with you as well, because what I'm speaking about and what I'm talking about are things that a mind boss does to create the life that she desires, and to surround herself with the people, places, and things that she desires. So a mind boss, first of all, is not limited in her thinking. All right. A mind boss recognizes those limiting beliefs when they come up about money, about life, about your career, about where you want to live, you know, about all aspects of your life. We all have those limiting beliefs that say, no, you can't do that. So maybe you go out and you say, you know what, I want to be a millionaire one day, which is one of my goals. I will be a millionaire one day. But when I first started telling myself that, my mind was going crazy. Like, really? You know, how are you going to make that happen? You know, what is it that you're going to do to bring yourself to millionaire status? And, you know, all these thoughts start coming up, and those are your limiting beliefs. But when you're able to recognize them and notice them when they come into your mind, you can then conquer them with positive and affirming language that overtakes that. So, which leads me into my next characteristic of a mind boss is she recognizes her limiting mind chatter We all have that mind chatter. We all are having that, our minds having that monologue constantly, all day, every day. There are thoughts and chatter that's going on in our mind. And a mind boss pays attention to that and recognizes that mind chatter and immediately holds it captive and begins to replace it with, again, positive thoughts, positive affirmations, positive people, positive, shows, positive books, things that are going to edify and bring you to that next level. Also, a mind boss is not defined by her circumstances. Okay? A mind boss is not defined by her circumstances. She understands that she is not her circumstances. She merely has circumstances. A mind boss knows that she is not her feelings. She has feelings. A mind boss knows that she is not her body. She has a body. Okay? So, and that may be a little tricky for some to really get into, but just think about that for a moment. I have feelings and I have circumstances, but I've come to realize that me as a woman and as the woman that God has made me, I am not those things. Okay, I am not those things. I am so much more than that. All right, so a mind boss also nurtures her mind and exercises her mind just as she does her body. And so how do you exercise your mind? A lot of times exercising your mind is really simple. It's just getting quiet. It's getting quiet and recognizing the mind chatter and dismissing it. Okay? It's getting quiet and allowing all of that internal talk and gunk that comes up, allowing it to come up and then letting it go. So it's quieting the mind. It's reading a book that challenges your ideas about life, about your beliefs in life. It is surrounding yourself with women who think different than you do, right? That challenges your mind and allows your mind to think a little differently. She also understands that she's in control of her thoughts and that it's not the other way around. All right? Your mind is not in control of you. You are in control of your mind, right? So it's like, for instance, a boat that's out in the ocean. Or if you ever been on a cruise, you have a captain who guides that boat, right? If you did not have that captain, and you didn't have, anything automated on that takes the boat or ship on its course, if you didn't have that, that ship would just drift and drift and drift and drift, and it would be going nowhere. But when you put that captain in place that tells that huge vessel where to go, then you get somewhere. And that same principle works with your mind. When you begin to put yourself in the driver's seat of your mind, you tell your mind where you're going to go. You tell your mind, what level you're going to get to in life. You tell your mind how you're going to be in that day. Okay, if you're going to be happy, you're going to be positive, you're going to be enthusiastic, right? You get to make those choices. So those are just a few of the characteristics of a mind boss that I wanted to share with you. And the exciting thing that I'm really excited to share with you is I am currently in the process of writing a book, an ebook about this. And it's called Mind Boss Habits, 11 Ways to Get Out of Your Head and Get Into Action. So I want you to be on the lookout for that. It'll be 11 chapters of habits that you can incorporate into your life to help you get out of your head and get into action and begin taking control of your life and living life on your terms. So the anticipated completion is fall of this year, fall of 2016. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be talking about it. Got pop-ups here. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to be promoting it. I'm going to be sharing some tips from the book. So be on the lookout. If you're here, let me know you're here. Be on the lookout. So again, the name is Mind Boss Habits, 11 Ways to Get Out of Your Head and Get Into Action. So it'll be my first ebook. I am excited about it. And it's really going to help you get out of your head and get into action, right? So I want to share that with you and offer that to you. And last but not least, if you're on my Facebook page, you know I have been promoting my free gift, the 7-step morning manifestation routine. And I have that out there free for you to have. And I talk a lot about the mind and quieting the mind and getting yourself in a place of power so that you can live the life you want. And that's exactly what this guidebook walks you through. It's my own personal morning routine that I do. It involves 7 steps. It involves, prayer, meditation. It involves reading. It involves journaling, exercising, reading your affirmations, and visualizing your future. And I talk about each one of those, and I also share with you my resources that I use to help me with this routine and books that I use to help me with this routine as well. So it's yours for free. It's my gift to you and my way of giving back something that has tremendously made such a huge change in my life. And I want to share that with you. So I'll make sure that I put that link in the what am I trying to say? In the title. I'll put that in the title so you can go out there and go to the website and get that free gift that I'm offering you. So anyways, I would love to hear about ways in which you help yourself get out of your head and get into action. I love to hear about the challenges that you have with getting out of your head each and every day and living the life that you truly deserve. And would like to hear a little bit about your journey. I'm going to be sharing my journey with you, and I would love for you to share yours with me. So I'll let you enjoy this day. It is now stopped raining, and the sun is back out. Again, Florida weather. So, yeah, I'm going to let you go and wish you the best day and enjoy your weekend. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. All right, take care and be blessed.